look at this?
No, Mr. Lee's files are none of my business.
But whose name is on it?
I can't believe you did this to me. You waited till I was out of the office and you snuck in here. I feel so betrayed. I mean, you're the one I
Wait a minute,
trust.
wait a minute. Have I ever hurt you or let you down? Huh?
No.
Okay.
Never.
All right. Just take a look. That's all I ask.
Dr. Renfro.
That's right.
Well, sure he'd have a file on Renfro. I mean, he's been chasing him the same as we have.
Baby, will you take a look inside it?
No.
Fine. Office visit, Perkins, paid. Comprehensive, Perkins, paid. Laboratory fees, Perkins, paid. Doesn't it seem odd to you that you never got a bill from him? Here it is, paid in full.
Renfro said my insurance would cover her disability.
Yeah, here's one from the clinic in Chica where you had the baby. Private room, paid. Delivery and obstetric care, paid.
He paid for all of these for me?
Yeah, something. And what's this? A. Perkins, Harper Women's Clinic?
This is the clinic I used to go to in San Francisco.
Oh, come on. These guys have been looking at you and watching you for a long time.
Who?
Lee and Renfro. It's obvious that Lee has some connection with Renfro, and he never told you about it.
Maybe he had my medical records forwarded.
No, Amy. He's been playing you just right. Can't you see that? He's been telling you exactly what you want to hear, that he'd investigate Renfro, this, that. All the time he was in on it. These two guys stole your baby.
No, I don't know why these things are in here, but you're just jumping to conclusions.
Fine. You tell me what other conclusion there is.
Rick, I called the police on him the other day. I didn't tell you. When I found out Kelly had disappeared, and I knew she had been in here, I called Cruz Castillo and told him all the things that Kelly had said about Jack Lee.
Uh-huh.
And you know what Jack said? I was ashamed. He all but thanked me. He said he would have done the same thing if he had been in my situation. Does that sound like a criminal to you?
Yeah, like a smart one.
No, I mean, people call this office all the time. People whose names you read in the newspaper. Government offices. The president's office called here once.
Amy, respect for authority is one thing, but it's only going to get you so far. Right?
He left a number where I could reach him if there was an emergency. I'll call him.
Yeah, fine. Call him. Be lied to again.
C.C. Capwell?
Your father, and a very old friend of mine. I'll be taking you back to him very soon.
What is he like?
Well, he's very powerful and very wealthy, which is why you were kidnapped in the first place. Now, I don't know what happened, whether it was the shock or something else that caused your memory loss, but very luckily, the doctor was able to come by and take a look at you, and he seems to think it's only temporary.
Doctor, now who is he? What's his name? I don't know him, do I?
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Just for a minute. I'll be right back. You'll be safe, all right? Jack Lee.
Hi, Mr. Lee. It's Amy. I'm sorry for calling. I hope I'm not bothering you.
Not at all. Has something come up?
It's not an emergency or anything. I just found out something that's been bothering me, and I wanted to check with you first.
Something about the baby?
No, well, not, well, indirectly, I suppose. Dr. Renfro always told me that my medical bills would be paid for by my insurance company, but I never heard from them. And I've just been told that you've paid all those bills, even the hospital where the baby was born.
All right. Amy, I would rather you hadn't found out about it, but now that you have, yes, I did pay your medical expenses.
Why?
Because I could, and you couldn't. Do you remember that day after I first hired you when Dr. Renfro called the office and I wasn't there?
Yes, you said it was probably about the medical ethics committee you were both on.
Well, that's how I knew him, of course, but the truth is, Amy, that I had called him. I wanted to ask about your condition, how long you were going to be able to work, whether you were well enough even. And while we were talking, he made this remark about how glad he was that you were finally working because your Your medical bills were far exceeding your insurance coverage, and I told him, well, from that point on, he was to send all of your bills to me.
I see. Just the bills from the time you hired me?
Well, I don't recall. I think I asked him to send me everything that was outstanding. Oh, look, Amy, I hope you're not angry with me. You know, it's ironic. A lifetime spent fighting injustice has made me wealthier than I ever dreamed, and I know that's not fair. Now, when I see somebody that I know and I care about struggling because of something as simple as money, I try to correct it.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very generous. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. You weren't even supposed to know about it.
Apart from Renfro and the hospital, was there anything else that you took care of?
No. No. Oh, by the way, you might be interested to know that I have been using his canceled checks to try to track Renfro down. The last one came through a Canadian bank. I've got my people working on it. You will get your baby back, Amy.
Well, I know if anyone can, you can.
Amy, how did you find out that I paid Renfro?
Oh, just a friend. I promised not to say.
Oh, fine. Fine, but you might want to tell your friend that, well, he shouldn't divulge this information. It is kind of confidential, and, I don't know, might look, well, it could be embarrassing to both of us, you know?
Yes, I do. I will. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Not at all, Amy. Goodbye.